Last week I did a test stream over on my new gaming channel, and I quickly found some things that I really liked about streaming on YouTube, as well as some things that I didn't enjoy quite as much. Let's start with the good. The first thing that I noticed was that I wasn't stressed out over my live viewer count, making it so I could just focus on the content and being a better entertainer. You see, the thing on Twitch is, from day one, you are so obsessed about your viewer count because you're immediately trying to become an affiliate, which means that you need to average 3 viewers on your live streams, and then immediately after that, you're focused on becoming a partner, which then means you have to focus on averaging 75 viewers across your streams, and you just become so obsessed about the numbers as a Twitch streamer. Whereas over on YouTube, the awesome thing is the requirements to get partner is all about your subscriber count and your watch time in total, and it doesn't really matter about how many concurrent viewers you have at any given point in time. And I know I'm not the only streamer who stresses out mid-stream about my viewer count, so being over on YouTube was actually kind of freeing, and I could just focus on making good content. Next up on the list of awesome things about streaming on YouTube was that I quickly noticed that the ad experience was so much better for my viewers. The great thing about streaming on YouTube is that I am not forced as a streamer to shove ads in my viewers' faces. If a viewer on YouTube even is served an ad for a live stream, it's almost always one of those quick, skippable ads at the very beginning when they first click in, and 99% of people are used to that by now, and it doesn't really faze anyone. Whereas over on Twitch, as a viewer, ads are one of the most frustrating experiences of even being on the website. You're either dealt a handful of unskippable ads when you first click into a stream, making it that much harder to try and bounce around and find new people to watch, or if you are chilling in someone's stream that maybe disabled the pre-rolls, then you're constantly just getting served ads at the wrong time, and it's just such a bad experience for a viewer. And as the streamer, I want to give my viewers the absolute best experience possible, and the lack of annoying ads on YouTube is a huge win. The next thing that I really enjoyed about streaming over on YouTube was the stream quality. Right out of the gate, all YouTubers are able to stream up to 4K at extremely high bit rates of like 50,000 kilobits per second. I personally streamed at 1440p at 18,000 kilobits per second, and I'll tell you what, my stream looked so much better than it ever could on Twitch. Regardless of any of that though, I think the biggest thing that can really help, especially small streamers, is the fact that all streamers on YouTube are guaranteed transcoding. The fact that Twitch only guarantees transcoding to their partners on their platform is such a huge disservice to all small streamers on their platforms, because it just makes it that much harder to break through the competition. The last awesome thing that I noticed about streaming on YouTube is the fact that there truly is discoverability. You'll hear from most people that this is the #1 reason to stream on YouTube over Twitch, and I strongly have to agree with it. Discoverability is a huge topic in and of itself, so I'll be sure to make a follow-up video going in detail just about that. But the one point that I do want to mention about YouTube discoverability is the fact that my very first live stream ever did show up on people's homepages, it showed up in the subscription feed, it showed up on my channel page, but best of all, it showed up in search and in suggested videos. That alone is infinitely more discoverable than Twitch ever will be unless you're in the top 2 rows of any given game category. With that out of the way, now let's shift our focus over to the things that I didn't enjoy quite as much about streaming on YouTube. The first downside that I immediately noticed for myself and my viewers was that the chat experience wasn't nearly as good. The default view for live streams on YouTube really isn't that great. The chat box is pretty small, and the viewing window is pretty small for the stream as well, and it just really could utilize a lot more space, especially when we're so used to watching on Twitch. And then to make matters worse, the emote experience in the chat is pretty abysmal, and as streamers and gamers, we're so used to having such a rich emote library that is meaningful, and on YouTube it just feels like you're typing on your phone. YouTube has said themselves for the last couple of years now that they are working to improve this whole experience, but the fact that it's been a couple years and it hasn't changed is kind of scary to me. Now, the other huge disappointment that I had of streaming on YouTube was the fact that I didn't show up in the directory of the game that I was streaming. And yes, YouTube does have a live stream directory. It's there, it's just a little difficult to get to. During my test stream, I chose to be in the category of Apex Legends, and multiple times throughout my stream, I had my girlfriend in the other room go to the gaming section of YouTube and then over onto Apex and then to the live stream tab, and I didn't show up anywhere in this directory at any point throughout my stream. Although this live tab within the game is probably one of the worst ways to be found as a streamer on YouTube, it's still kind of frustrating to know that their site isn't completely working properly, or at least you don't understand as a viewer why things are the way they are. So the question is, should we all move over from Twitch to YouTube? And honestly, I don't have an answer yet. I think at the end of the day, regardless of how good it is for the streamers, it's more about the viewers, and if viewers are going to start to be comfortable watching live streams over on YouTube. And my honest opinion is, as more streamers, especially big ones, start to stream over on YouTube, I think a lot more people, both from Twitch and YouTube itself, are going to get used to watching more live streams on YouTube itself. For me personally, I'm gonna continue to do weekly test streams over on my gaming channel for now, just to keep testing the waters, and I'll be sure to do a follow-up video on this main channel as well, just to give you guys further info if it's worth the switch or not. That is gonna do it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.